So over the last 24 hours, we've seen a migrant assaulted as he got off the beach in the UK and a migrant washed up dead on the beaches of France. Now, if you think either of these incidences are funny, that there's something to be made a mockery out of, that they're humorous or that they're good in any way, you're an absolute scumbag. Now, I don't believe in vilifying anybody for their political beliefs, but if you're wishing anybody harm, you're an absolute prick and I will have nothing to do with you. It's as simple as that. I will go as far as to tolerate people in my life who suggest that migrants should be sent back. That's the line for me. Anything over that, when you're wishing warships to bomb them or to drown them in the sea, you're an absolute cunt. I hate you. Get out of my life, you psychopath. That's where I draw the line. And the Tory minister for Dover, I believe it is, actually come out and said that this assault that took place is out of line and all this. The same Tory MP who said that they should send them back. Well, you don't get to vilify these people and dehumanise these people and suggest that they're coming here for anything other than being in need. You don't get to do that and then condemn violence towards them. You have enabled the violence against them by dehumanising these people, by using rhetoric that paints them as benefit seekers and scroungers and people who just want to come here for a free ride. You validate the racists. You validate people who want to bomb them, who want to drown them in the sea, who want to punch them in the face when they get off the boats. Now, the corporate media, of course, is very firmly on the side of the political establishment who want you to believe that the problem isn't the fact that we have 1,000 new cases of coronavirus a day for the first time since June, since the economy started reopening. The problem isn't Boris Johnson and his horrendous handling of everything that has been put on his table since he became Prime Minister. The problem is men in dinghies. And they will only show you the pictures and videos of young, fit, almost fighting type men because they want you to believe that this is some sort of invasion. It is not. We have a tiny, I think it's 0.026% of the world's refugees coming to our shores. France has many more than us. Many more than us. Just Google the stats, because I haven't got them to hand. Google them. France takes in many more people than we do, and we are saying that somehow they should be sent now. Doesn't make any logical sense. Doesn't add up. So we take a tiny percentage, 0.26%, I believe was the last stat I saw, and people are acting like this is some kind of invasion, some kind of takeover, and it isn't. What this is people fleeing famine, fleeing war, fleeing political dissidence, fleeing, horrific situations. The only reason anybody would get in a raft or dinghy and attempt to cross the sea is if the water is safer than the land. It's that easy. If you think for 1 second that people are risking being set up by human traffickers, people traffickers, that they're risking being abandoned by those people, that they're risking militias and drug cartels and border patrols. Just look up Frontex and other border control agencies that take out private contracts with the EU to control the influx of refugees from the Mediterranean. Look at how poorly they're treated. If you think they're going for all of that, being put in detention centres and underfed and undertreated and abused in many cases, if you think they're risking all that and risking drowning in the freezing cold ocean with their families because they want $37.75 a week, that adds up to $5 a day, there is something wrong with you in the brain. Something seriously twisted. Stop believing what the media tell you. These people aren't coming for $37.75 a day. Yes, they get $37.75 a week. $5 a day. Fine. They get that. Whatever. It's $5 a day. They don't want you to focus on the real problem, which is Jeff Bezos about to make his fucking 400 trillion pound or whatever the fuck it is, living on a diamond. Jeff Bezos the other year got divorced, lost half his fortune. still had enough money to buy a diamond-encrusted yacht. He is the problem. Richard Branson, who sued the NHS because they wouldn't let him privatise huge swathes of it, he is the problem. Mike Ashley, who was worth billions, undertreating his staff, timing their toilet breaks. I have first-hand accounts of this. Timing their toilet breaks, abusing his staff, having pregnant women giving birth in the warehouse toilets because they didn't want to lose their jobs. He is the problem when he is worth billions of dollars, billions of pounds, and he can't even give his workers proper rights. They are the problem. But of course, the media are in their back pocket. So the media will tell you that the problem is migrants. Stop hating migrants. Stop it. It's ridiculous. It's asinine. It's pathetic. You're hating 6 people on dinghies. You're watching idiotic videos of Nigel Farage hopping up and down on a beach because he's trying to stay relevant. Ranting and raving about the invasion. 6 people on a boat is not a fucking invasion. It's not a fucking invasion. It's 6 people on a dinghy who want to come over here and make a better life. And ironically, the country, they're so obsessed with Dunkirk and the Blitz spirit. When they're presented with an opportunity to literally cross an ocean like they did at Dunkirk and at D-Day and help people like they did in those days, they say we should just bomb those people and let the boats capsize in the sea and drown. And say, oh, well, they can't be that bad, they have iPhones. It's fucking absurd. Stop hating on migrants. It's ridiculous. You have more in common with those migrants than you do someone like Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, Simon Cowell, Mike Ashley. It's absurd. Just look at who owns most of the media in this country and abroad and worldwide. Billionaires. Wake the fuck up.